I'm incredibly, very passionate about working with single fathers. And most of the time, when I say that, if there's a couple of men in the audience, they're like, "What? You have a man?" I said, "Oh my God, I forgot to look at myself in the mirror. Oh my God, I'm a woman. Yes, I am passionate working with you guys." And then they would just laugh. I'm like, I know, I just wanted to break the ice. But the question I want to ask all of you, if you hear something like about single father, what comes in your mind about single parents? Is it single father that you think first? Or is it single mothers? You see, we're single mothers, we hear about them all the time. And we kind of move with compassion to help. But we single fathers, not so much. We don't. And yet they are within our community and they have very limited support. They carry the burden in a very silent way, the day-to-day challenges. For us, a call that came to our office that completely changed the way I run our organization. A father in crisis, no food, no gas, no electricity. I remember one day I was in the office, a phone call came through. "Can I speak to Miss Margaret Thorli?" You're speaking. "Please, can you send one of your staff? We've got a father in stress." I said, "The staff are not in, but I'll be able to come." As I walked through the office, as I got there, reported at the reception, these are partners we've worked for years, but they never really take single fathers as people on their own, a group on their own. They need extra support. As they led me to the office, I know the office very well. I've used it many times. And I saw this gentleman pacing up and down, introduced who I was, but he never looked up. And then I said, "Hey, would you like a cup of coffee or water?" Just gently nodded his head. I went out, got some coffee and some water, put it on the table. I held my cup and I sat down and I invited him to sit on the other chair opposite me. And I said, "What's going on?" As he picked up his coffee and he looked at me, and one of the things he says, "Why isn't there no help for single fathers? I'm really doing my best, bringing up my daughter. But today, I gave her a cold breakfast. I have no gas, no electricity, nothing." I asked the question, "How often does this happen?" He said, "Not too often." I said, "Okay, don't worry." I rushed out, arranged that he could get emergency help. We got that and made sure that he had the money in his account by 2 p.m. so that he can get the things he needs. Now, why am I telling you this story? It's because we do have single fathers within our community. It's just sometimes we don't notice them. I want us, every one of us here, as an organization, create a space for single father or even the men that comes in. Let's find out who they are, what they go through. For us, the single fathers we work with, the challenges is so much. So therefore, we create programs just for them to get the support that they need. We create a safe space where they can come and tell their story, feel really supported, and above all, feel respected. For us, that makes it, stands out within the community, the work that we do. But I just didn't stop there. And I think this is what connected me with Dr. Rogers. I created a platform which is called the Father Talk Show. I wanted to amplify the voice for men to tell their story what they're going through. And that's been really successful. We also spotlight their work. So we have a platform called Kings in a Business Conversation. And this is to spotlight this father and the power of a praying father. You see, when strength comes in, it comes very silently. But again, strength fights to preserve you and your family and your children. So let's empower our single fathers within the community. How can we help them? How can we support them? We're here. I'll be putting my contact details later on if you have anybody that you feel they need our support, although we are based in the UK. Empowering fathers, it changes generation to generation and to their children's children. And it also gives their children the opportunity to understand about who they are as well. And for me, that is one of the greatest award or reward I get when I'm working with single fathers or working with them with the talk show or training. We've got an amazing and wonderful training coming. Sorry, ladies, only for single fathers. Amen. It's called Public Speaking Training, which is on the 22nd of September, which is face-to-face in the UK. But we will be running coaching sessions also by Zoom. So watch out my LinkedIn because we do post them. So I want to say to us, hey, the single fathers, they are in our community. Let's celebrate them. Let's spotlight them. I want to say thank you so much for giving this great and wonderful opportunity to share my story, my journey, my purpose. Thank you.